Batch 160 today. How you doing? Blood orange on Friday the 13th. And we call this one Bloodthirsty. We've been out here for a couple hours and we did finish the wine and stuff. Wine bottles. The Cooper's still in the fermenter. And it's time to This is a blood orange, and we're going to be doing in here with the beer, blood orange. We call this one Bloodthirsty, from what I understand. The wife came up with that name. Good name for a Friday the 13th beer. We still have the Cooper's. It's fermenting away. It'll be ready to keg that probably in a day or two after I get a hydrometer reading on that. Thank you, dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, oh, a nice one. A little low. She's going to come up once I add a little bit more water.
All brewing water has been treated with metabisulfite to remove the chlorine and chloramines.
I go with a single infusion most of the time, and I end up with good beer as it is. So we're going to stop right here to get the cover on. Right there. I'm going to get a reading here, 149 dough in. Nice, going to get a nice mouthfeel out of that. Along with the beer brew today, we're going to finish trying to put some of these labels on the bottles of the wine. And they're big labels, so I probably won't finish them all before I got to go back to the beer, but we'll get a start on them. All right, we're bluing. We're doing a duel today. I'm getting a little tired. I just put all the labels on the bottles, got that out of the way, while the blood orange, bloodthirsty beer is coming to a boil, ready to put the first round of hops in them. So right behind me, you can see all the bottles that are done. We're missing 3-4 caps. We just ordered some more, so that's all set. So now I got to get up off my butt here and dump in these hops. Let's see if the hot break is actually happening. Back to the beer. Okay. Whew. Hot break looks like it's been achieved. And we're going to put in 1 ounce of Amarillo hops. They're stuck in there. They're in. Set a timer for 45 minutes. Stirring, set a timer for 45 minutes. Here comes the hot break once you put more hops in. She likes to come up over the kettle a little bit. Got a nice rolling boil. So now I got to empty my mash tun, get the grains out, and clean the mash tun, get that ready for putting away. Whew! One of those days. And I'm not sure what batch number this is. Like I said, I put the Citra hops in, kept full Irish moss. And it's going to get a shake of Aldi Carlson yeast nutrients. That's enough. You always put a little bit in there, about a spoonful.
Final gravity.
How you doing? That'll help. That's both packs. What a rip that was.
Final gravity.
What a rip.
The brewer is complaining about the price he had paid for the Irish moss.
It's such a crash.
So we're going to get a final gravity of this here in a few minutes once we're done with the boil. Flame out. Blood orange. Ooh. Little sample. A waste anyway. Blood orange to the fermenter. How long did it take to cool? Subtract a minute and a half. How long?
8 minutes.
It took 8 minutes for Lake Erie to cool this batch down. We're ready to pitch the yeast. See it unhook. Drag that bucket. I normally do the opposite, but you weren't here. I'm like, I'll just do it this way. So yeah, we'll pitch the yeast here in a minute. Once this is full. What we have here is our Oregon puree. Is a blood orange. It's been sanitized. And I'm halfway there, so I'm going to put it in now as the bucket's filling up. Like I say, everything's been sanitized. And there's the blood orange. There's the color. It's almost the color of my word as it is. I pour it heavy for some oxygenation. So the blood orange is in. Has a nice taste to it too, don't it? Why wouldn't it? So we're just about a minute away. I'm not even, it is on. I don't know if the camera was on or not. I was talking to myself here. So we're a minute away from pitching east. This is about the maybe 6th blood orange I've brewed. We do like it. I'm going to use US-05 yeast like I did before. It seems to be my choice of yeast right now. So we're going to give this kettle a little extra dump here. Once you're used to how this works, it won't spill. And you can take it to a certain level right there. We're approaching our 5 gallons right there. plus foam. I'm gonna get about 6 out of this, almost. I'll have to cut it short. It's a smaller bucket. And I have to call it right there. That's right. A little sediment in the bottom. Here we go. Sanitize our yeast package. US-05, how you doing? Cut that baby open. Sprinkler in and about. And that looks like it to me. Cover. And then clean up to do. One cover, one airlock, and this brew is complete. Whoa, 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 whoa.